Hi there, my name is Danny and welcome to Pagan Perspective on Thursday. This week we're talking about religion as a blanket term. This week, Yucca asked me to sub at the last minute, so hopefully I will get this video up quickly. And as always, the question in its full entirety is down below in the description. Essentially, the question from Caleb is about seeing and hearing people use religion as a blanket term when talking about same-sex marriage or gender equality, really meaning Abrahamic faiths and not all religions. He's wondering if we've seen this and what we as a pagan community needs to do or not do about this issue. So I have certainly heard this. I think I might have even done it myself a couple times here and there. It's really easy to see the highly structured and highly visible and very power-centric structures of Abrahamic faiths and see that structure as meaning religion. I think the typical connotation when someone uses the word religion is not just an organization of beliefs or believers, but that structure that comes from an organized faith. On one hand, I can see that a lot of people in the pagan community are going to be like, no, I don't need that term. It's not for me. It's not what I use. I'm away from religion. I certainly don't want people saying that I'm in a religion. And then there are other pagans who think it's a really useful term. It represents that their faith is organized in some way. It's not just crazy stuff made up in La La Land. It has purpose. So I certainly want to clarify that if religion is not a word that works for you, great. If it is, great. But kind of taking that perspective of, does it work for you, then use it. If it doesn't work for you, don't use it, does mean that the community as a whole has a problem to approach. And that is, many people see religion and the freedoms that are associated with religion, especially in the United States, as being only used with religions of Abrahamic faith. That means that many people feel that pagans do not deserve the same type of respect or legal rights that others of Christianity or Islam might see under the freedom of religion. Having part of the community deny that term while another part uses it creates a lot of confusion when we're advocating for our own religious rights as a community. I think one of the easiest ways that we can kind of appease all the different views in the community is that when we describe our faiths to someone else, we use whatever terms work for us, but we add a caveat that is along the lines of, that can mean many different things. It can be a religion, it can be a spirituality, etc. For example, Druidry, and as an Obod member, there are plenty of people who see Druidry as a philosophy, and that's it. There are other people who see it as a spiritual practice or maybe even approach to how they live their life. Still, there are others like me who interpret it as my religion. When Obod describes itself, even on its website, it acknowledges that this word can mean a lot of different things. It encompasses a wide array of experiences and perspectives. Something that I think is important for people to really encourage amongst the conversations that they have with friends, coworkers, family, is to look at issues complexly. We are complex people, we have complex opinions, we live in a very complex world. It's important that we don't isolate things down too much, and when we do limit our discussion for ease of conversation or ease of understanding, that we acknowledge what we're taking out of the conversation. So if we decide in conversation with someone to have religion only mean Abrahamic faiths, then we need to first acknowledge that religion is any organized belief or anyone who believes their spirituality or their faith is a religion. So thanks for watching Thursday on Pagan Perspective. Make sure you subscribe if you want to hear the rest of the conversation. And in the comments below, I would love to hear whether you add a caveat to your discussions about your faith, or how you kind of, acknowledge your spirituality or religion to other people. So until next time, may you find peace in the sacred grove.